Welcome to Sports Kathi, everyone. I'm Rohith here, and with me is Vaishak.
Hi, everyone.
So, all the major leagues are done now, and now it's time for the much awaited Champions League and also Europa League for some teams. So, in Champions League, we have four matches now from the round of 16 left, and these will be played in the coming week. On Friday night, we have the Manchester City versus Real Madrid and Juventus versus Lyon match. Chelsea will be playing Bayern at Munich, and Barcelona will be hosting Napoli on Saturday, as the 8th of August. After that, the remaining matches will be played in Lisbon in a single leg format. Quarterfinals will be from 12th of August to 15th of August, followed by semifinals from 18th of August to 18th and 19th of August. And the final will be played on 23rd August. It's a slightly different format, so it'll be good to see what's going to happen. For now, I see Manchester City and Bayern being the favorites. There are a couple of other, there are more than a couple of good teams with good chances because given the format what they're playing now. Anyways, Vaishak, could you take us through the Champions League format and remaining matches in slightly more detail?
Let us first have a look at the return leg. Now, provided the change in form of Chelsea, Bayern have not played any competitive matches for more than a month, and also Pavard is out with an injury. I was expecting a better scoreline for Chelsea than what we saw on the first leg, until Chelsea came up piling those injuries. After that disappointing outing at FA Cup final, they are traveling without Pulisic, Pedro, and Azpilicueta, who all got injured in that match. They also are without Jorginho and Alonso because they are on card suspension. And I think Kante is still coming back to fitness as well. Given that Bayern beat Chelsea 3-0 at London in the first leg and all these situations, I think it is quite hard for Chelsea to overcome Bayern at Munich. So I would certainly predict Bayern will go through. Barcelona has drawn the first leg at Napoli with a goal apiece. Both the clubs started decently post-COVID break. Napoli won the Coppa Italia, won their first two matches in Serie A. Well, Barcelona won their first two matches by scoring 6 goals in total in La Liga. However, after that, Napoli had an up and down run, collecting 20 points in the last 10 matches. They have anyway ended the campaign defeating Lazio by 3-1. But I think it will be quite disappointing that they also did not qualify for Europa League by the Serie A ranking. Barcelona, on the other hand, things become worse and worse as days pass, collecting 18 points from their last 9 matches in La Liga. The worrying part over here is that both Busquets and Vidal are suspended for their Napoli match. More worrying part are the injuries to Umtiti at centre-back position. He's undergoing treatment, and I think latest reports say that he won't be fit for the Napoli game. While Longley is recovering from an injury, so they're saying that he will be back, but he's still recovering from an injury. They have only 3 centre-backs in the senior team, including PK. So there are reports that their backup centre-back from academy, Ronald Araujo, he also got injured in the Barcelona B game. So this will be a huge blow, in the centre-back position. There are reports that Dembele and Griezmann, who were reported to be injured, are back to training. Since Griezmann was out with a minor injury and he was playing almost in the La Liga season, I would presume he would become fit to play by the Napoli. But I don't think that's so much so the case with Dembele, who has not played for long. I think he must be lacking match fitness to start for Barcelona in the match against Napoli. Juventus host Lyon now, and in the first match, Juventus lost 1-0 to Lyon at Lyon. Post-COVID campaign, you can see that Juventus had a decent campaign, while Lyon have not played any competitive match except the finals of Coupe de la Ligue last week, where they were defeated in penalties after a goalless draw by Paris Saint-Germain. So considering all this, Juventus are favorites to qualify, but it is worthy to note even a goalless draw or losing by a single goal margin other than 1-0 is enough for Lyon to qualify. Real Madrid and City have a good campaign post-break. So this match is the one which is very close. It's very much between the equals. However, since City won the away leg 2-1 and Ramos is suspended for the second leg, I would predict City to go through. Point to be noted, City will also be without Aguero according to latest reports. So before we proceed, I think Rohit, can you say your predictions about the round of 16?
Vaishak, I agree with most of your predictions here. No, I don't see any big surprises. Uh, City was real, as you correctly said, would be the highlight match of this draw or remaining draw. Anyways, now coming to the quarterfinals, let's go by the teams we predicted in the quarters. That is Bayern, Barcelona, City, and Juventus are in quarters, assuming that. So the schedule is as shown. What is your take?
Let's start with PSG versus Atlanta. PSG have played only two competitive matches since restart. So we have already mentioned one of the finals. So they have won both the cup finals. A 1-0 win against Saint Etienne and on penalties against Lyon, which we already mentioned. So Mbappe suffered a minor injury in the match against Saint Etienne, but the later report suggests he should be back fit to play against Atlanta. On the other hand, for Atlanta, they will be without Joseph Ilicic. The key difference over here is that PSG won't be the same without Mbappe. Like either of Sarabia or Di Maria, who might play at the right wing instead of Mbappe, is clearly a drop off compared to Mbappe. But I do not expect Atlanta to have much drop in quality without Ilicic, as both their backup centre forwards, Zapata and Muriel, they have scored 19 goals this season in all competitions, compared to Ilicic's 21 in all competitions. So there is not much of a difference over there. Atlanta is a very attacking team. They have scored 98 goals in Serie A this season. So they have surpassed 94 by Sarri's Napoli in 2016-17. So this is a record in modern 20-team Serie A that in the number of goals scored by a team in a single season. They have set the record. So this should be a cracking, high-scoring match. The challenge for PSG, I think, will be to show their character. And that is where they normally falter in every season. Atlanta have nothing to lose. They can play fearless football. On paper, apart from Papu Gomez in central attacking midfield position, I do not see any player, better than PSG if you have a one-to-one comparison. So on paper, the PSG squad is way ahead of Atlanta. And that is the reason I would predict PSG to somehow get through here. Anyway, we have a first-time semi-finalist in UCL for sure, whoever wins this match. Next one, Bayern and Barcelona on 13th. As already discussed, Bayern is the informed team, while Barcelona is the reverse of it. I see Bayern winning this match unless Thiago and Kimmich both get suspended with a yellow card and Bayern present a shambolic performance. Next match would be 14th, Leipzig playing Atletico. Leipzig have been disappointing since restart, the post-COVID restart. Well, Atletico have performed decently. They have performed well enough to finish third in the La Liga table. I would expect Simeone to get through here, especially, you also have to note that Leipzig will be without Timo Werner. The last match will be City-Juventus, and I expect City to beat Juventus quite comfortably here. I'm saying it with a bit more confidence over here. People might be surprised. Juventus is the same team that has Ronaldo and everything, but Juventus is not yet comfortable playing the Sarri ball, and they look to have a lot of defensive frailties by the end of Serie A season.
Pretty fair, I agree with you. It should be PSG, Atletico, Bayern, and City in the semis. I believe the big tie would be the City versus Juve match. You did say that Juve is still not adjusted to the Sarri ball, but in City, for all their prowess, have really shown weakness in defense. And Juventus is definitely, with Ronaldo leading the line, is more than capable of capitalizing. I still expect City to go through. I don't want to predict from the semi-finals. It's very tough. Anyway, why don't you share your predictions?
As a Bayern fan, if I am predicting, I'm certainly expecting a Bayern PSG final and Bayern to be the champion. But I won't be surprised with Atletico being the dark horses here. This is finally the perfect opportunity for Simeone to get the UCL trophy. Simeone, by the way, holds a legacy that he has not lost a UCL tie against a team without Ronaldo. And there is not much chance that Juventus would be meeting Atletico over here. And so this is one of the big opportunities for Simeone to get the UCL. A good news for Bayern here is that Thiago and Kimmich are a yellow card away from suspension, and I was very tense if they can escape unscraped in the quarters. And if one of them misses the semi-finals, then the chances for City increases drastically as well. But there is a new circular from UEFA that the yellow card will be taken off after the round of 16. So the suspension scare does not extend till semi-finals. That is what good news for Bayern, which makes me feel a bit more optimistic. Let's get to Europa League now. Europa is played in a tournament format as well at 4 German stadiums: Köln, Düsseldorf, Duisburg, and Gelsenkirchen, which is the home ground of Schalke. The other places, you can associate with the name of the club, with the place as well. The second legs of all round of 16 matches will take place in the respective home grounds, while the ties that have not played the first leg, the matches involving the Spanish and the Italian teams, namely Inter versus Getafe and Sevilla versus Roma, will be held as a single leg knockout in Germany. Since you're a United fan, I think you must be very much invested in the Europa League as well. So what are your predictions for Europa?
Yes, as I see the fixtures, I feel United have got a fairly easy draw. United has pretty much made it to the quarters, given they hold a 5-0 lead going into the second leg. So I expect from the other leg, I expect Wolves and Sevilla to make it to the quarters. So as a United fan, it's good to see that Roma and Sevilla are playing each other now in the round of 16. And the winner will be playing the winner of Olympiacos versus Wolves. Yes, Olympiacos did beat Arsenal in the round of 32, but I see Wolves trumping over Olympiacos. Anyways, coming to United, United will be either facing Copenhagen or Besiktas in the quarters. I don't know much about these teams to predict. Regardless of who it is, I expect United to progress to the semis. It's in the semi-finals that can be tricky from a United perspective. United will be facing either Sevilla, a favorite to win this tournament, or Wolves, who have been United's bogey team. So if United continue their good form without the occasional hiccups, I can even see United winning the Europa. You know that these hiccups have been happening, I wouldn't say quite a lot, but quite a few times at least. DG has not been in the best of form. So it'll be interesting to see who Ole will be going with at the back, as Romero has been the keeper for the cup. Personally, I would like to see DG starting the games. Maybe not the LAS return leg, as I would like to believe, the form DG has been are just, blips, and that he will be back to his best form soon. We did see the United players really tired by end of the season. But then, it was understandable, given we were playing pretty much an unchanged 11 since the restart. And I believe this break was a much needed rest, which will help the players to get back to peak performance. Also, I want to give a shout out to Ighalo, that he has scored goals in all the 4 games he has started for United. And if he's to start, which I expect him to, and goes on to score, then it will be a club record. Currently, he shares the record with Jimmy Hansen, who achieved this feat for United in 1925. Anyways, I feel it's better that you provide your prediction for the whole tournament, because I'm not exposed to these clubs.
I think you have done a very good job with the clubs you predicted. Even I predict the same results. I think United should be meeting Başakşehir in the quarterfinals. Since they are the Turkish champions, I'm predicting that they might be winning against FC Copenhagen, since they have also won the first round. Now, it need not be very easy. I have not watched them play, but just assuming for the fact that they are Turkish champions, you might be able to see some veterans in that match, like Robinho, Demba Ba, Skrtel, Clichy. I don't think they are important players for them, but they are certainly in the squad. I also predict Inter and Leverkusen to get to the quarters, and they are playing each other. So that's another good news for United. The last quarterfinal I predict should be between Shakhtar and Basel, and I think Shakhtar must reach the semis. Shakhtar is a very strong team. I'm predicting Shakhtar to meet Inter and United to meet Sevilla in the semis. Sevilla has a good manager in Lopetegui and a well-balanced team. It will be really hard for United to get through this. I still feel that the final could be between United and Inter, and I give Inter a slight edge to win this one. Now, what helps United is that both Sevilla and Inter are having tougher routes. Like Sevilla is potentially facing Roma and Wolves to reach the semis, while Inter has to play Getafe, Leverkusen, and Shakhtar to reach the finals. So there are more chances of Sevilla or Inter failing on the way than United. I feel that you're spot on with your analysis on United as well. The way Rashford, Greenwood, and Bruno has been playing in last few matches, you get a feeling that this is enough for United to win the Europa. But disappointingly, United also habitually makes mistakes. I have a feeling that coaches like Conte are looking for these weak points and are targeting them, which is one of the reasons I predict Inter to take the title. Anyway, whoever wins, in my opinion, all the predicted 4 teams in the semi-finals of Europa have a top quality squad, and I'm expecting some very good matches.
Oh, I definitely agree with you there, Vaishya. Anyways, it has been quite long, so let's conclude here. The competition in Europe has become very fierce. Anyone can beat anyone, and plus the knockout rounds will be single leg, so this time which increases the chance of an upset as well. So let's make it clear to everyone over here. We are not expecting our predictions to go as it is. Since this is football, there will be upsets. We are merely predicting the better team in every tie, according to us. So please let us know your opinion. Put your predictions in the comment box, and please do support us by liking the video, sharing with your friends, and subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. Until next time, stay safe.